Welcome back to your daily dose. You know what? Let's go ahead and jump right into this, okay? You could subscribe to the channel, whatever you want to do. All the information will be in the link in the description below. But let's go ahead and jump into self-internalize. Lord have mercy. I need to go back to school, college. Self-internalization, okay? Believe it or not, I had to actually look this up and really see what it meant. Okay, so the non-conscious mental process by which the characteristics, beliefs, feelings, or attitudes of other individuals or groups are assimilated, in other words, adapted, into the self and adopted as one's own. Okay. Now, what is an example of internalizing a problem? This is on Google, y'all. Important internalizing conditions include depressive disorders, anxiety disorders, somatic complaints, and teenage suicide. Environmental and social factors have been implicated as potential causes. Okay, so let's talk about self-internalization, okay? And the reason I want to talk about this is because this is where this is all going to really make sense. And this is going to make sense because this is going to really revolve around your full conception of how you view yourself. So self-internalization, they say non-conscious, which is subconsciously. Non-conscious means unaware. So when we tend to assimilate, okay, and like when other people do things to us, like how other people believe us to be, or the feelings, how other people's feelings or beliefs or whatever they feel about us, their thoughts and opinions of us, we internalize those negative things and then we self-internalize. So basically, in other words, is what I'm saying is you're taking, if you get bullied, okay, because I seen this just recently. This was on, God dang it. What are internalizing? Okay, I'm gonna give y'all the link to www.betterhelp.com. Okay, so that's in what are internalizing behaviors. Okay, so internalizing, there was an example saying that if a young girl is being bullied at her school, she may take that as, okay, what this person is doing to me is my fault. Okay. Which is most definitely not true, because when people do things to us, it is not because, and this is why they say don't take things personal within psychology. Now I understand. It is not because it is your fault or it's a reflection. It's really because of how they feel and view themselves truly. Okay? Yes. So when we take this time and we are self-internalizing these feelings and these thoughts of other individuals, we are taking that as our own and we're making it our own responsibility. How they would say, don't take what your parents did as your responsibility, because what they did or what they didn't do is not your responsibility. You are only responsible for the decisions and the decisions that you make as an adult as of today. You are not responsible for what they did in their past. You are not responsible for what happened. No, that is not your responsibility. And I only say this revolves around the conception of how we view oneself, because when we are taking these feelings from other people, we're internalizing it, we are making it our own. Let me talk to y'all real quick, cause shoot, I might be a little bit, some of y'all might be like, what? What? Empaths, for example, emotional empaths. Emotional empaths, without being able to self-regulate, and I have an empath book actually. This is by God damn it, Judith Orloff. This is a Thriving as an Empath. I've read some of it, but I haven't read the whole book. Okay. And she even talks about, for emotional empaths, that's why you hear a lot of self-regulating your emotions, because when we are self-regulating our emotions, we are in control of our emotions. We are not allowing, okay, other people to make us feel a certain way about ourselves, because those feelings and those thoughts or opinions of those other individuals, that does not mean that's who we are, if that makes sense. Okay, let me explain that again. Let's go back. So when it comes to, let me go back to the emotional empath. Emotional empaths, if we are not able to self-regulate our emotions, meaning being in control, regulating how we feel on a daily basis, you know, taking the time to really, let me actually, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, as I'm talking about this, I'm actually looking this up because I really want to make sense of that. Self-regulation, okay? Self-regulation is very important, and I know y'all heard a lot of people talk about this. Okay, the ability to understand and manage your behavior and reactions to feelings and things happening around you. Okay, so yeah, being able to really be in control of how you feel, and despite of what may be really going on around you, you are in control of that and you have that balance. So when I want to talk about empaths, because this is all going to come together, I feel like I got something going here. Emotional empaths, if we are not able to regulate our emotions, we do take on other people's emotions. Now, I know a lot of people may disagree and say, oh, that's not true. There are different types of empaths. You have intuitive empaths, okay? Meaning they are very intuitive. Their intuition is sharp. You have emotional. I did an essay on this. You have emotional. You also have animal empaths. You have different types of empaths. So we'll talk about that in another video because that's not what this video is about. But as if you're not able to be in control of your own thoughts and your reaction to these and things around your environment, or be able to be in control of your own feelings and not take things so personal, that is how emotional empaths are able to create a shield. Emotional empaths are able to create a shield, not even a shield, but this they're able to create this balance within themselves emotionally because they can regulate their emotions. Now keep up with me. Keep up with me. Because going back into internalizing these feelings and these thoughts of other individuals. You may either have an aunt, or you may have a cousin, or your mom, dad, anybody in your life that may say certain things to you or may do things to you that you may feel as if though, or have done, that you may have taken that on as your own personal problem and have said, oh, this is my fault. When in reality, it's not, because it's something wrong with that individual themselves. They have certain things within themselves that they haven't dealt with. They have certain feelings and thoughts about themselves that they haven't truly faced yet. They haven't faced who they are. Okay? So stop allowing the thoughts and the feelings of other people. And I'm telling you this because I've done it. And that's why I'm taking this time to really change myself and really take this time to really put back into myself, because I'm learning that the feelings and opinions of other people do not matter. They don't matter at all. And when we take those things personal and we say it's our fault, it's not your fault. What you went through is not your fault, okay? What you went through as a child is not your fault, okay? It's not. So do not keep continuing to blame yourself for the things that you have undergone. Do not continue to put yourself in a position of thinking that maybe if you did this right, then this wouldn't have happened. No. Let me tell you guys a story. I was bullied, okay? I don't know if I told y'all on this channel, but I was bullied. I was bullied in middle school. I was bullied for a very long time. I want to say I was bullied the whole year of 6th grade. I was bullied. As a 6th grader, I was bullied. 7th grade wasn't too bad. I want to say 6th and 7th, they still messed with me in the 7th grade, but they didn't mess with me the way they did in the 6th grade. And I used to always get bullied by this guy, and we're going to call him Sam. So I used to always, I don't even care. I'm going to just put it out there like it is, because I don't like to put people out there like that, but this is my channel. And normally I don't say names on my channel because I like to give people the respect that they deserve and stuff like that. But honestly, yeah, this kid, he used to always bully me, and it started with him in the beginning. And But I'm just going to use Sam as an example because I still want to have the respect of that, only because I feel like everyone should still have their respective privacy. Because, you know, if that's the case, I should have just put my mom and my dad's name out there, which I would not disclose that type of information. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, this guy, he used to bully me all the time, and it started with him. And it was one day where I was walking with my grandmother to school, because my grandmother, she used to always take me to school. She used to always walk with me, you know, and stuff like that. Bless her heart, because that woman, that woman was truly amazing. Hold on, guys, let me fix this because I'm seeing. Okay, that woman was truly amazing, truly an amazing woman, and still is. So she used to walk me to school, and she used to take the bus with me all the way to middle school. And my grandmother was doing this all the way up until I got to high school. Then I had to start taking the bus myself. But yeah, so she used to do that. And I remember one day we passed this lady, or we came across this woman, and this woman, you know, some people on the street, they'll be nice to my grandmother and me. They'll say, you know, really nice things to us and stuff like that. You know, my grandmother was like, I wouldn't say she was a people person, but my grandmother was she had this aura about her that when you just spoke to her, it was just like you'd have a great conversation. She's a great conversationalist, and she's a great listener. So when you spoke to her, it's almost like, wow, like, you know, like her aura, she'd just be that one person. She'd like to get stuff done and then go back inside the house. But, you know, she was just an amazing spiritual being. So anyway, this woman had came, and I guess her and my grandmother ended up chopping it up, and then she was like, oh, this is your granddaughter? And she said, yeah, this is my grandbaby. And then the woman gave me $1. So back then, $1 meant a lot. I was in 6th grade, y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about, but $1, to me, $1 was rich. Okay. You know, I was like, what can I buy with this $1? What can I buy with this $1? What can I buy with this $1? So I took it. You know, my grandmother allowed me to take it and stuff like that. She told me never take stuff from strangers, but my grandmother had allowed this because the woman in her chopped it up. You know, great conversation. And so she gave me $1. And when I went to school, you know, I was at PE, and I remember I used to be so fascinated with marbles. Actually, I'm gonna give me a marble collection, guys, because I love marbles. Like, I love marbles. I've always loved marbles. I just stopped, I didn't collect marbles when I was young, but I was just so fascinated with like the different types of marbles and the colors of them and stuff like that. So I love them. And I remember this girl had marbles, and I seen them, and they were so like different types of pretty colors, purple, turquoise, pink. It was just beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, I want those marbles. And I remember that the girl had told me, she said, oh, I'm gonna give you the marbles, or whatever the case may have been. And she said, but I told her, I said, oh, okay, but she said, you can't get them for free. You know, you got to give them to me for $1. So I was like, oh, you know, and I gave her the $1, and I got the marbles, and I was excited. Then I had thought about it, and I said, no, because I really wanted one of them really good chocolate muffins. Them, you know, them really nice chocolate muffins. I wanted me a chocolate muffin. That chocolate muffin was $1, and I said, no, I want my $1 back. I don't want these marbles no more. So I wanted to, you know, once the transaction happened, that was it. You know, you can't get it back. But, you know, I'm like, shit, how am I gonna be able to get my $1 back? So what happened was, I went to the girl and I said, can I have my $1 back? I'll give you the marbles back because I want my $1 back. Because I thought about it. I said, shoot, my granny probably would have took me back in that time. I believe hot Cheetos was probably like, the small hot Cheeto bags was probably like 50 cent, I want to say. Only 50 cent, like the 50 cent bag. They going up now. I think they probably like 75 cents. Should probably $1. I don't know. 50 cents. Something, you know, I could get 4 of them, those watermelon candies just for 25 cents. 4 of them. Just for 25 cents. Those watermelon ball candies, those Mexican candies, goodness, I used to love them with the chili in it. Whoa. Okay, let me stop. So anyway, so, you know, I was thinking about a lot. I said, dang, I could have got a lot with that $1. I sure could have. I want my damn $1 back. And I told her, I said, can I have it back? Because I'll give you the marbles. And she said, no. And I said, wait. And then I said, My granny gave me that $1. Now I lied because I didn't want to say that. Some lady gave me that $1. I said my granny gave me that $1. So then when the boy had heard it, he started laughing at me. They started laughing, saying, ha, 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 this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. And he was making fun of me. And, they made a rap out of it saying, my granny gave me that $1. My granny gave me that. I could make a remix out of that too on some real stuff if I really want to. My granny gave me that $1. So they started making fun of me. And they would make fun of me almost every day. And it got to the point where the bullying ended up becoming more physical. One girl had pantsed me, showed my bare naked rear end to the whole goddamn universe. Pants down for probably 5-10 seconds because I was in shock. The whole yard seen it. I was very embarrassed. Then afterwards, you had them. They was popping me with rubber bands. And when they popped me with rubber bands and then they stole my backpack that my granny had got me, the new backpack, because I used to carry like around a big blue backpack, like a nerd backpack. And I wasn't even a nerd because I was failing all my classes. But yeah, I used to carry that. My granny had got me that backpack and then they stole that. The girls stole that. They was popping me with rubber bands in the bathroom. I went crazy. I was upset. I was yelling, screaming, punching walls, punching all types of stuff. So I was mad as hell. And I told myself, I said, I don't like this. And I remember telling my granny, I don't want to go to school. I was crying. I was upset. I didn't go to school for probably about a couple weeks because they had to tell the people they was bullying me. And I used to think that it was my fault. I used to think that maybe if I wasn't alive, or maybe I wouldn't be going through this if this didn't happen or if that didn't happen. I was internalizing all these things that other people was doing to me onto myself. And then I started to write these stories about myself and say how ugly and just disgusting I looked. And eventually I self-internalized all those negative feelings in those thoughts and opinions of other people and the behaviors of other individuals that I had went through. I started to really feel that way. And I'm here to tell you that you shouldn't feel that way because you are beautiful, you are amazing, and baby, you are killing it every day. Let me tell you something. Everyone is built different. Everyone is created different. Okay? That's why we have different races. That's why we have different types of personalities on the planet, because not everybody is meant to be the same. And how the saying goes, there's someone out there for everybody. Everybody has everybody. Okay? Don't assume that, don't put yourself in this box of assuming that because these things that have happened to me or this opinion or of this other individual is true, because it's not. Okay. And it's like we put ourselves in this position where we feel like we're not good enough, or we feel that, like, and I'm gonna say it again because we feel that way. And not everybody, but I'm just saying majority of us do have, people have insecurities, and we have those insecurities because some of those insecurities we might be taken from how other people may see us or view us. We use that and we self-internalize those things, and that's not true. And then it becomes how we feel about ourselves. And why am I feeling about myself this way? Why am I taking what this person did to me, or however this thing looked? Why am I taking it so personal? And that's why they say it is good to always be able to take that time and that space away from people and take that time to really have a conversation with yourself and ask yourself, is this really how you are? Are these things that you really do? And is this really true? I had to ask myself, am I really selfish? Am I really like this? Or am I allowing other people's opinions of me, and I'm internalizing that negative energy and those negative perspectives, and I'm internalizing that, and I'm thinking that, oh, this is how I am, and then this is how I'm forming this characteristic, or I'm embodying these characteristics and embodying these negative beliefs, and that's how we project that negative energy, and then we start to attract what we do not want into our lives. And when you start to really take the time to not take things so personal, this camera is going to die, so it's probably going to be part 2. When you take the time to not take things so personal, or when you take the time to really reevaluate yourself and really say, no, this is who I am, this is who I am, this is who I claim to be. I am loved, I am valued, I am beautiful, I am attractive, I am wanted, I am chosen. Okay, I am a baddie. Okay, I am wealthy. I am a money magnet. I am a love magnet. Everywhere I go, people just are naturally attracted to me. People just gravitate towards me. And I noticed that because that's how I am. It was this guy who was my Uber driver that literally, I wouldn't put his business out there, but literally told me a story about what he was going through because he felt like, Alize, I just felt like I could really tell you that. He was comfortable with me. And naturally, people are comfortable with me because I've embodied this. I am a gravitational woman. I am a gravitational individual who, when people will gravitate towards me and just tell me stories of their lives, and I didn't even ask for it. So do not keep internalizing these negative beliefs and opinions of other people. Do not internalize the abuse of another individual and say that it is your fault, because it is not. Baby, you are beautiful. You are a queen. No, you're not a queen or a king. F that. You are a god. You are a goddess. And you were put here for a reason. And I love y'all. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Leave the comments at the bottom if you want more videos. Let me know. Please. I'm out.